Shari has just flipped the script on everybody. People thought they knew her story, thought she was done, thought she'd fade into the background after stepping away from Love and Marriage, Huntsville. But instead of disappearing, she's come back stronger than ever, and not just as a star of someone else's show, but as the creator, producer, and powerhouse behind her own. She didn't just return to TV. She's building her own world, with her own rules. And now, the internet is on fire over it. This new chapter in Melody's life isn't just about rebranding, this is a full transformation. She's not looking for a seat at anyone's table anymore. She's building her own mansion. And the show that's got everyone talking? It's called The Child Care Cartel. Don't let the name fool you, this is not about diaper duty or snack time problems. It's about real women, real businesses, real hustle, and real drama. These are women raising children while running empires. Women with dreams bigger than their struggles. Women who have turned their pain into power, and Melody is leading the charge. Here's the thing, Melody isn't just starring in The Child Care Cartel. She's producing it through her own company, Tilted Crown Productions. That's a name that says it all. She's wearing her crown, even if it's been knocked sideways a few times. She's holding it up, owning it, and now using it to shine a light on other women doing the same. The show follows a group of women involved in child care businesses, some who have made millions, and others who are barely keeping the lights on. It's not fake drama. It's not just glitz and glam. This is raw, emotional, and powerful. These women aren't influencers or reality show regulars. They're everyday heroes. Some of them started their businesses with nothing but an idea and a deep need to provide for their children. Some didn't even have degrees. They had hustle, heart, and hope. And now their stories are finally being told in a way that's honest and inspiring. The show dives deep into their real lives. There's betrayal. There's conflict. There are breakdowns and breakthroughs. In one scene, a woman finds out that someone she trusted was secretly trying to steal her client list. In another, a single mother breaks down while sharing how she used to sleep in her daycare center just to keep the doors open. These are not stories you see often on TV. These are stories that matter. And Melody. She's not just showing up to film a few scenes and leave. She's in the middle of everything. She's shaping the vision, telling the stories, and making sure the focus stays on the truth. She knows what it feels like to be doubted, to be talked about, to be underestimated. And she's using that experience to lift others up. That's what Tilted Crown Productions is really about, turning past pain into present purpose. The internet couldn't believe it when the announcement dropped. Social media exploded. People weren't just sharing the news, they were writing full breakdowns, reposting her videos, analyzing every detail. One fan said it best, Melody got a new show, a production company, and she's still getting that own bag. And they're right. Melody didn't leave her old platform behind, she's still connected to Love and Marriage, Huntsville, as an executive producer. She's making money from the show she walked away from. That's what real power looks like, but of course, not everyone is clapping for her. Her ex, Martel, has been moving a little different since the news hit. Posting moody quotes, slow R&B songs, and captions like, "Sometimes what you let go of is what you needed most." Fans aren't buying it. They see it for what it is, regret wrapped in poetry. He thought Melody would disappear after the breakup. Instead, she's thriving in ways he never expected. And while he's out here posting throwbacks and cryptic captions, Melody's busy building a legacy, and that title, The Child Care Cartel, it's no accident. It might sound like it's about toddlers and nap time, but it's way deeper. It's about women who are raising the next generation while building wealth. It's about power, ownership, and survival. These women are balancing bills, babies, betrayal, and business, and they're doing it all without the spotlight. Until now. Melody's not doing this alone, either. Her longtime manager, Michelle, is now her production partner. Together, they're calling this moment the Beyoncé drop of reality TV. No long rollout, no endless teasers, just impact. Quiet build-up, then boom. Center stage. And it's working. The buzz around the show is bigger than anything anyone expected. The premiere event in Atlanta, called Cartel Code Live, sold out in 48 hours. Women from all over the country booked flights, picked out pastel outfits, and showed up not just for a show, but for a full empowerment summit. This wasn't your regular red carpet event. There was no fluff, no surface-level interviews. Instead, there were live panels, Q&A sessions, strategy talks, and real conversations. Women shared their stories, their challenges, and their wins. Melody turned the launch party into a cultural reset. And people felt it. Now here's where it gets even more interesting. Behind the scenes, word is that executives at OWN weren't too happy about the new show. Not because of the content, but because they weren't involved. They thought Melody would come back, maybe pitch them first. But she didn't. She built her own lane, and now they're trying to catch up. There are even whispers that OWN might want to buy syndication rights or find a way to collaborate. But fans are already giving that a hard side eye. Where was all this support when Melody was being torn apart in public on Love and Marriage, Huntsville? Now that she's winning, everyone wants to be part of it, but Melody's team is smart. They know the value of what they've created. And they know that other networks are watching, too. The Child Care Cartel isn't just a show, it's a franchise. A movement. And Tilted Crown Productions is already working on the next steps. One of those steps. A potential spin-off called Crown Reset, which would follow women after divorce as they rebuild every part of their lives, from their finances to their dating life to rediscovering who they are. Another idea is a mentorship-based series pairing successful businesswomen with those just starting out. Melody isn't just telling stories. She's building a whole ecosystem of empowerment and ownership. Back on set, things are already getting intense. One cast member reportedly walked off after a huge fight about licensing. Another had to be escorted out of a meeting that turned into a shouting match. Melody wants all of it on camera. The highs and the lows. The real behind the scenes. No filters. No fakes. Just truth. She knows that audiences are ready for something deeper, something that reflects their own struggles and victories, and the emotional weight of this show. It's heavy. One woman opens up about being on food stamps when she started her daycare. Now, she's mentoring other women. Another woman talks about crying herself to sleep while her kids napped in the next room, because she didn't know how she'd make rent. These aren't sob stories. These are survival stories. And Melody is giving them the respect they deserve. All of this is part of her bigger vision. She's not chasing clout. She's building for generational wealth. Her story is no longer about being someone's ex or someone's co-star. It's about being a leader, a creator, and a woman who turned every bit of her struggle into something that inspires others. What's most powerful about Melody's journey is that she's not loud about her success. She's not clapping back online. She's not throwing shade. She's too focused on the work. Her silence speaks volumes. She's in her producer era now. She's not asking for permission. She's greenlighting projects. She's putting women in positions of power. And she's doing it all on her own terms. The success of the Child Care Cartel proves one thing: when women support each other and tell their stories without apology, magic happens. Melody didn't just bounce back. She built a platform so that other women can rise with her. And now, the world is watching. As launch day gets closer, the excitement just keeps building. Fans are waiting to see what stories will unfold. Who will rise? Who will fall? And most importantly, how this show will change the way we see women in business, in motherhood, and in life. Melody Shari is no longer just a reality TV star. She's a mogul. A producer. A storyteller. A woman rewriting her own narrative and giving other women the tools to do the same. And this? This is just the beginning.